And we're live. Hello, folks. Let me know if you can hear me. Also, let me know if the volume is too low. I think I have Skyrim very low volume right now, for me at least, but it might be coming through loud and clear for you guys. I gotta do some stuff in the game. So. Yeah, it's super quiet for me, which is fine as long as you guys can hear it. That's all I care about. Should we take him out? I'm watching you, Nazim. Take it back to the Cloud District. Hey, Canuck. Mod Hunter, Brian. How's it going? And Sad Penguin. Hey, Srick. Finally get some sleep after grinding out that charity script. Sinister, hello. It's quiet but hearable. I can turn it up a little bit. At least I think I can. Let's check our volume levels here. System, settings, audio. Yeah, we can turn the master up just a smidge here. Sledge, I'm sorry we won't be visiting you today. We're not here for the Bard's College tonight. Chicken LeMain, hello. AB5, welcome. All right, I'm checking my audio settings to see if I got anything else I can offer you guys as far as volume increases. As usual, I'm at war with my sound system. Oh, I found it. All right. I had told you guys at one point I couldn't find, for those of you guys who are regulars, that I had found a way to increase the volume and then I lost it. I forgot it. Well, we did some tests this week to prepare for tomorrow's charity recordings because tomorrow on this channel we'll be doing the voice recordings for the Fallout charity mod. And I had to do a bunch of stuff to figure out how to make it work. And I remembered a system called filters in Streamlabs. And I just happened to check the filters. And that is how we were bumping up the gain on the audio. So I'm going to bump it up about 3 decibels on the game. And we'll see if that's too loud or if that's like the money spot. So there, I just cranked up the volume just a smidge. Let me know if that makes it a little better here. We'll summon up my sword again. I can do another. I have not unlimited range, but I guess, yeah, I do, because you can stack the filters in Streamlabs, so I could just keep adding more gain filters if that's still not loud enough. Let's chop up this well. Ryan, I'm running a Conjuration character. This is... The only way I can get myself to not play Stealth Archer is to play Conjuration. That's my second favorite playstyle. It's actually become my favorite playstyle. I love having a bunch of minions, and I love the bound sword and the fact that it dismisses other bound creatures or my own if they get in the way. It's just, just give them a quick swipe, get rid of them. They're not blocking you anymore. And then this is not going to be, for those of you guys who watch my Skyrim playthroughs, generally this is not the character that we finished Bard's College with. I will boot that character back up and we will do the whole quest line in there tonight. We're going to go through the intro, a little bit of it, and then I'm going to show you guys some of the end game stuff that Sigil of the Fallen is bringing to the table. Because I know Sigil probably sits weird for those of you guys who didn't know it was coming. Because so far we've always done, in Skyrim, we've done expansions to existing factions. And in general, when we release a new project, it's focused around systems, where this one feels more story focused, but it does have some systems in it and some stuff that I think can give you some long-term value and some very interesting playthroughs. So we're going to try and showcase that this evening. Professor Cedric's unrelated to me. It's okay if we ignore him. I don't believe you. We know it's you. So yeah, this is not the Bard actually from my Skyrim series. We will bring that up though. Bring that back. Soroth Veros, hello. Happy to see this creation was released and created. Both. This one was a monster. This is the biggest thing we've ever created outside of Sim Settlements. Like the amount of time that was put into this was pretty wild. Brian's been there for most of it. He was an early playtester. Sword volume is okay. Listen to somebody? Yeah, I can go talk to somebody. Get the volume sorted.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
What's how the hell do you say this name? Anariath sound.
Good hunting.
Sledge, one of my favorite playthroughs was Stealth Summoner. Ooh, that sounds fun. Hide and create minion after minion until the enemies were dead. That does sound fun.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
Yeah, I believe we started Sarik's in chat. Sarik, when did we start development of this, or like the conception phase? I think it's been on our radar as an idea for probably since when we made bards. I think this idea like hit our radar of a companion with multiple forms, and then I think we started development on it early last year, like February or March maybe. Game voice is low. Okay, I don't think I can turn up individually just the voice, right? Unless it's already in my systems. Let's check. Unless I had it wrong here. No, voice is already maxed, so I'll just have to turn up the gain all across the board. I'll do that now. Hang tight just a second. And we'll get, for those of you guys wondering why we're just sitting here yapping, don't worry, we'll get started shortly. Just giving folks time to stream in, make sure the audio issues are worked out, because my system likes to make our lives difficult with audio. All right, I've given us another 3 decibels. I don't want to blow your ears out. Let's go
What do you need, my friend?
talk to Carlotta here.
You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single.
It's funny, it sounds, because I'm doing the audio filter, the gain on your guys' end, but not mine. It sounds identical to me, so I can't tell how it sounds. Sorry, 2 years ago is when you started early planning. Yeah, it's been a minute since this idea was on the radar. This one, Sigil started out as, what does a Kinggath Creations companion look like? Because we've gotten ourselves a reputation now of having systems and story in spades, and so this was like, all right, how do we do a companion with systems and still have a big crazy story? We'll talk more about that as we go too. This one's had on quite a ride. Is that a little better, guys, or do I still need to keep cranking it up? And can you hear any difference in the volume, or is my little tweaks not doing anything? Mr. Freaking Sunshine, hello. I enjoy playing similarly to Sledge, Illusion, Conjuration, enough destruction for the life drain spells from the Creation Club for maximum amusement. I keep forgetting that I had, like, whenever I turn on Anniversary Edition, and I just occasionally I find a chest just chock full of spells. It's like, what is happening? Did I bug me again? It's like, oh no, that's how they have the new spells distributed that way. It's funny the way they had distribute some of the Creation Club stuff, because I know that they're trying to sate the folks who are used to just like, they bought a thing, they get it, right? Like while some of us are hardcores, right, where we play this game, or we're always looping a Bethesda game with a million mods, and we prefer our stuff immersively dropped in over time. There's a lot of folks out there, they buy a thing, they just want it, they want it right now and don't want to have to jump through hoops. No difference in game voice. Okay, interesting. Oh, well, you know what? I know. Hold on, I have an idea. I got an idea. We're gonna mess with this filter one more time. I'm going to turn this back down so I'm not destroying people's ears. We're going to go, because I think what I actually turned up the volume was that stuff. So let me try. There's another filters, edit filters. All right, we're going to go crank this up to +4 gain. All right, there we go. Now I just did it on the Elgato capture card. I just cranked up the volume by 4 decibels. Let me know how that sounds. We'll talk to Carlotta again.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Welcome everybody coming in.
Remember,
Robert Deweese, hello, how are you? Samus, how's it going?
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Come and see my selection of the finest quality meats.
Seems the same. All right, let's crank it up a little more. I'm actually starting to hear the difference, which is good. Like, I can hear it in my headphones now when I change it at the Elgato level. All right, we'll go up to +7 on gain there. And then we'll crank it up on the desktop output as well. Not hearing any improvement? Interesting. Welcome, Magrakas. Thank you for subscribing. All right, we're going to figure out this sound thing. Hold on a second here.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Thanks, buddy.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
All right, what if we just crank up our local sound and see if that goes out more? Did I stop one? Just raised it. How about this? Is this too loud?
Maximum crabs!
The music is loud now? Okay, well that one we can control easily from the game, so that's good. Audio, turn down music a little bit. We don't want to turn it down off all the way because we actually have a lot of music in Sigil. And end up with a whole nother soundtrack on YouTube with this. Jacob, our composer, goes crazy with music. I really do, Canuck. I need a different audio profile for every game, and then I haven't made them because I always feel like I've got it under control, and then we start switching, and then, all right, sound is good now. Awesome. Okay, welcome everybody. I think we're ready to get started then. So, Sigil of the Fallen is our latest thing. We've been cooking on this for a very long time. Active development really got into gear early last year, a bit before Watchtower released. And then we worked on that for a while. We had a version that was going really well. We sent it to our playtesters, and they gave us a lot of feedback. And then we paused, and we worked on the Fallout project that you guys have heard about but haven't played yet, Fever Dreams. We worked on that with Bethesda, and we don't know when that's coming out. We know it's on hold for a bit while they sort out some technical stuff. I know one of the things they were waiting for was to get the space upgrade on Xbox and PlayStation, so I imagine we'll hear more soon. And then we got back onto this, and we've basically been working on this ever since. And we just wrapped up with the final features early this year and finished up with QA. Now, QAing things this big is a real bear, and as you guys have seen, if you follow the Creations releases, there's been a couple other big releases this year. So Bethesda QA have been quite busy. So we are going to get this started. So there's a few different ways to start Sigil of the Fallen. One of them, and the easiest one, is to just go to an innkeeper. We do have there are two triggers that you can kind of force, and then, or I shouldn't say you can force. There are two triggers that only happen after level 20, and then there's one that you can happen anytime. So the easiest one to guarantee it is after level 20, go talk to an innkeeper. Now, the second way to do it, where you can do it at any level, is just go find the cave, which I'll show you guys where that is. And then the third way is a random encounter that you can stumble upon if you loot a note from a corpse that you'll stumble upon. But we're going to just go
if it's
here,
work you need,
ask for
of
some
course.
work.
It's all in this note.
There we go. Warning, Restless Dead. And just by receiving the note, the quest will start. So if you're not interested in reading a note, or I think what it is I don't know that it's ever we're not interested in reading notes. Maybe sometimes it is, but I think a lot of times it's trying to find it in your mess of an inventory, right? Let's see. Warning, Restless Dead. Here we go. To all travelers and adventurers, be warned. Those who travel the reaches, old roads, report strange sensations. Eyes watching from nowhere, shadows that don't move with the sun. No bandits have been seen, nor beasts heard. Yet a hunter claims his hound howled and would not go on. Wagons turn back. Men of strong will forget themselves. The guards are stretched thin and claim nothing's amiss, but folk talk of forgotten barrows in the hills, sealed since before the Forsworn rose. Any brave enough to investigate, I beg you do so, and let the roads become safe again. There may be no reward, but many would be within your debt. Posted in good faith by Hegnar, Trader of Stone. Okay, so now we have our quest. Let's go ahead and clean up our quest log. Anybody who watches me stream playing these games knows I am a quest hoarder. So we're going to have to clear all this just to make this a little quicker here.
How about a friendly contest to win
All right, so now we will head on over. So, no, we're not going to participate in the drinking contest. We should see a map marker that's leading us right over to where we need to go. So you can see the cave is right over here, a little bit northeast of Markarth, near the Lover's Stone. So when we get over there, so that you can just wander over there if you're looking to pick this up yourself. You can just wander over there and trigger this anytime. Otherwise, the reason we have it level 20 is there are a couple of really hardcore boss fights in this where if you don't have a decent character build, you're going to get wrecked. So this is probably my latest.
Got this from a pretty excited looking dark elf.
I was going to say the
around
barrow
Raven Rock.
in
He said it was important
Raven
I
Rock
got it to you
quest.
as soon as I could. Looks like that's it.
It's funny, we've
Got to go.
well, I should say I use this save all the time when we're testing our stuff on the team. So we get this every single play session. So we always start out with this guy running up to let us know that I've failed to complete this quest on this old save. Yes, the Danger Courier. He'll find you anywhere. Demonic. All right, let's head on over here, and we'll just take our carriage, because I don't have Markarth opened up yet. Of course, we could cheat, but I'm going to avoid that for now. I do have... I'm going to play through the intro, and we'll play through a little bit and talk about it. Feel free to ask questions if you guys... If I'm talking too much and I missed your question, just ping me with that kinggath in chat, and I will...
Where do you want to go?
I will scroll back up and find it. So we're going to head over to Markarth.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. You'd best hurry it
A
up.
fine day to you, friend. May you die
Ever
with
been
a
to
sword in
Markarth?
your hands.
Some say it was built by the dwarves. I don't believe a word of it, though.
Okay, off to Markarth, and we'll wander over this way. You get those stamina numbers up. I think I overdid it on the magic on this character. Good old days when Bethesda cared more about AI packages. Yeah, it is. It is really nice seeing them wander around the cities and stuff, isn't it? I wonder how they handle that internally. Like, if they have one guy whose job is to go around and rig up all the AI, is it a per city person? Is it does every designer do it on their own? Be curious to see how they distribute that. Control print screen, fast forwarding this run. What does that do? Does control sprint screen increase your global time modifier? Oh, like we're making a friend here with a bear. AB5, will this one have a music released? Oh, I'm sure. We just haven't gotten that far to start talking about that, but that'll be one of the things we'll talk about on our team meeting tomorrow. So we'll be talking about all the follow-up stuff we're doing for this. But yeah, putting out the soundtrack on YouTube is fun, and I think Jacob will probably want to put it on Spotify as well. All right, we managed to dodge the bear. Step 1 complete. So the entrance is right up over there. But as we get close to it, we'll have a little thing to draw your attention to it. You can hear, I just heard our little summon here. There he is. Oh, and we did make some friends. Okay, you guys can play with that thing. Oh, I need to get something tankier. Whoops. You guys swim? They are not interested in fighting as much as me. Here we go. There we go. Alright, let's see here. spirit here. He ends up spawning up on the hill, trying to capture your attention and draw you in, so that if you do just happen to be wandering and you don't want to beeline for this, if you want this to happen naturally, you can just stumble upon this. Yes, please. I think this is ours. Prospector's report. That or it's a very conveniently... Oh yeah, the Hegzar Trader of Stone. That was the guy who left the note at the end. Let's see. The leads for the Reach have proven fruitful. Magic is infused in the land around here. There's a large patch of stone that is practically glowing. I've had dealings with the Reachmen, so it shouldn't be too difficult setting up an excavation. Once I've set up camp, I'll gather a small crew and start grabbing some test samples. The site has not gone as well as hoped. I managed to hire a young Breton and Khajiit pair. The Breton claims to have some experience with the arcane, but the rock has proven to be quite dense and resilient. We've broken 7 pickaxes and have only managed to acquire 2 tiny usable samples. I'm having the Breton analyze any findings while I travel to restock. I've returned with fresh supplies and pickaxes, but to a concerned camp. Apparently, they no longer feel comfortable sleeping near the site. The Khajiit said the more he worked the rock, the more he heard voices. The Breton swore he was seeing ghosts walking around the hills at night. But they have continued to work the site without fail. What race is this guy, do you think, that he's insistent on calling everybody by their races instead of naming his hires? He's like, yeah, you don't have a name. You're just Khajiit. The workers have gone. The Bretons disappeared, and the Khajiit suddenly came running down the hill, grabbed his belongings, and ran off. Each of us has seen or heard something unexplainable in the last few days. We've only been able to get pebbles and shards of the stone for study, but it's enough to warrant further inspection. I will continue working the site myself, but I've sent the courier with a missive to distribute at the ends. Hopefully I can entice some seasoned adventurer yearning to battle against whatever evils may be present here. In the meantime, I'll keep working near a specific boulder, and I'm certain there's a cavity of some sort behind it. There are still a few more good pickaxes left before I need to restock. So I won't be shocked if we find this fellow's corpse. Mr. Freakenstein, what difficulty are you playing on? That is a great question. Let's find out. Oops. Wait, does it have a game? Yeah, Adept. So that's probably pretty lame, right? We'll turn it up to Expert. We are, I'm going to avoid playing on Legendary anytime soon, as that is a good way to watch me die quickly. You hear that soundtrack kicking in already? This is actually something, so usually when I play this, I just keep walking forward because that's the path leading me, but I watched Gopher play this, and he did something I hadn't thought about never anyone doing, which is you can still kind of explore off over here if you like. I think most folks will follow the trail given before them. One of the things we went crazy with in this is VFX. I think Skyrim has a beautiful VFX system. And unfortunately does not have a great animation system, at least for, unless you're willing to give up on Xbox.
Bound for an age, untethered in but the span of a breath. Do you grasp what you have done, Breton?
Maybe she was the one who wrote the book. Who cares about our race around here?
A storm offers no justification to the leaves it scatters. Still, you must know. You saw them, did you not? When the Geode fractured. The apparitions.
They came right at me.
Once mortals gifted in talent and ability beyond measure, as bold and bright as stars of old, paragons amongst their kin, champions, heroes. In life, they were honored, revered, even feared. Yet in death, they sought purpose far grander still. Their animus, bound within the Sigil Geode, a repository, a cage, but no longer. Wittingly or not, you have unshackled these ancient souls and set them loose upon the land.
So one thing I want to point out is for those of you who aren't regular viewers of my stream, my audio setup will cut out occasionally. So if you hear voice skipping or anything, that is 100% not coming from the game. That is from my streaming setup. So we have a very good sound team who are quite meticulous. So they would not let us ship with something like that. Just a second, I'm taking myself a note because I watched Morticimal talk about playing through this, and he said he had problems with these kind of conversations. Are you guys hearing the volume okay? Because I want to email him to find out about what's going on there. But it sounds good to me. I think, and I am playing on the release version to make sure that if I run into any issues, are the same ones that you guys will. We do have a bug fix queued up right away for little issues. We have no showstoppers, thankfully. Just minor little things, just stuff like dialogue going in a different direction than we expected in some cases. All right, we're gonna have to skip through this now.
Bound for
I'm talking too much.
Untethered in but the span of a breath. Do you grasp what you have done, Breton?
I do. All right, we're gonna do the same options again. All right, now I can
You
skip.
saw them, did you?
All right, let's get caught back up
In
to where we
life,
were.
Their anim.
The auto timeout on
not,
Skyrim is not
you
a
have
talkative streamer's friend.
Souls and set them loose upon the land. Prove your worth, and the answers you seek shall come in due course. But first, you must listen. The sundered spirits will now wander in confusion, lost in their memories, a danger to those still living. I task you to hunt and retrieve these lost heroes, be it for the sake of righteousness or for the gifts that shall be bestowed upon you. I see not all spirits fled. One still lingers. This girl seems to have chosen to stand beside you. Ever the faithful servant. She will be of use to you. Through her, you will be able to shepherd back those who fled. The Geode stands damaged, yet its bindings will still hold the souls you bring back. But only those subdued may be drawn once more within.
Yeah, see that audio skipping? That was 100% because I did something on my computer, and it makes my streaming setup really angry. I'm clicking on anything. I was just going to get you guys a piece of information here, so I'll do that before I hit talk again, so don't screw up her audio again. Let's see if I can find her stuff here. So I was gonna throw out the IMDb page for the voice actor for the Geode Guardian. This is Tara Langella. She actually voiced Valerine in the Bard's College. For those of you who are fans of that, she is really, really good. There's her IMDb page. If you feel like you've heard the voice before, although I don't know if she's done anything this like dark with this much with this many effects put onto it.
Within these hallowed halls lie the remains of those you must seek. In with the
Oh,
treasures
that was
they
me clicking
held
again.
most
See, I click
dear.
anything, audio goes loopy.
Arms and relics that served them in life can lead you to where they now haunt. Enter the main chamber. Place a hand upon one of the stones that stir. The way shall open. Proceed and claim the relic of a hero long fallen. Once it is in your grasp, your newfound guide will know where you must venture. Go now. The hour wanes, and your burden is great.
Yeah, now you can't unhear it, right, Sledge? Because I pointed it out. I'm making it worse by talking about it. I'm just trying to get info up. I want to be able to answer questions in advance. 85 did Kitty Tail contribute to the effects? She did not. She helped us a lot with Bard's College, and I actually reached out to her about working on this one, but we just couldn't line up our schedules because she's always working on her own projects, so finding a window. And then there was one point where we talked about it, and it was like, send her a list of what we need, and we kept working on it, and then we do our own effects, and I was like, actually, that looks pretty good. And then so we got to a point where we just let our own squad do the effects, and we liked how they came out. So since she was busy anyway, it was like, hey, well, we're pretty happy with these. Even some animation stuff that the team ended up doing was really, really cool. Like these things right here. They're I was impressed they were able to pull them off with just NIF scope edits. So the first thing here is you are presented with 3 class stones. We leaned into the color coding heavily. Obviously Skyrim heavily coded on Red Warrior, Green Thief, Blue for Mage in various aspects, like obviously the Magicka Stamina Health, and some of the coding up in the skill menu and whatnot. So we kind of leaned into that color coding quite heavily. So in this first part here, you basically pick which of the 3 you want to pursue. So on the left over here on the mage path, you'll end up earning the Scepter of the Infinite Chorus, which is a staff that summons explosive motes, and you can kind of guide them around and send them in. And you can pull off a lot of crazy stuff with them. They can chase dragons through the air. You can set them up as kind of traps where you like lay them down, and then when you hold on to the staff charge, it pulls them toward you, so you can catch people from behind as they're running. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can do with the staff. The shield you get here is called Oblivion's Wall. It starts out as a fairly typical shield in that you can just slam people, but the difference right off the bat is it can actually AoE slam, so it'll stagger multiple people. And when you get the weapon fully upgraded, it will actually fling them as if you did Fus Roda. All of these weapons do get upgraded as you continue through parts of the story. And there's some extra story stuff that you don't have to do, but if you do it all, you get the full range of the weapon. And then the last one is on the thief side. You get the Gentleman's Cudgel, which is a mace that lets you teleport ahead and brings you back. And one of the cool things that lets you do is effectively play ranged stealth melee, so you can still take advantage of like that 6x backstab if you attack from stealth, and but you can do it from range. And it also adds an ability we actually added late in development, which is one that you can actually pull enemies towards you with a backward power attack. It does kind of like the sweeping wind. Interesting story behind that ability. We actually added it because there was concern that people would get motion sickness with the forward and backward teleporting of the mace. So we wanted to make sure people could still complete all of the puzzles and stuff if they couldn't handle the motion sickness. All right, let's go. I think I'm going to go with the mage side. I think that's one of my favorite ones. The Scepter of Infinite, of course, is a lot of fun. So the first time you activate one of these things, the Guardian will tell you about them, and then you have to click the revealed stone to cement your choice. And then once you lock one in, you are locked into completing a chunk of that path, which we'll go through one of them tonight, and then we'll probably stop and skip ahead to where I've got everything unlocked so you guys can see it all.
This stone represents a most potent mage whose staff augmented her already considerable summoning magic. Do you accept this course? Will you first claim this relic for your own? If you are ready, place your hand upon the stone again.
Yeah, this stone, or these things have like multiple levels of animation to them. So like there's that slide down, and then there's like a light up phase and stuff. So Cynical, our concept artist, did some cool what are those called? I know it's a mural, but what are they? I'm trying to remember what that's called when you do something like that into stone. Anyway, there's one of them for each.
This stone represents a powerful warrior whose mighty shield repelled even the most vicious of combatants. Is this the road you will tread? The first relic you will claim? If so, touch the stone once again. This stone represents a cunning thief, whose most precious possession was a mace that enhanced his natural skills. Will this be the path and relic you take first?
Relief.
If your
Oh, there's
heart
cynical in chat.
decided, then
Relief,
touch the
thank you.
stone
I don't know
once
why I missed that
more.
word. All right, let's go do Mage. Scepter is a ton of fun.
The way is open.
So, another seeks what we once did. I wonder if you truly grasp the weight of it all. Ready yourself now. Danger draws near.
Okay, let's get some fighting going. And we'll play a cowardly conjurer. Let that thing tag aggro first. Oh, our guide spirit's gonna come in and help out. No problem. This was a very interesting project where we had one scope in mind, and then throughout development, different folks would one-up each other. I don't know if it was intentional or if it was just kind of, no one ever wants to do their best. But I remember when we first saw these first wings of the dungeon from Ares, who does a lot of our level development, we were just completely floored. Oh, I gotta remember I am not a tank. I'm not a tank. That's why we have summons. Oh, that's also the ballista up there. Let's not get wrecked by that, please. So the guide spirit is a healer, so she can heal, she can use shields on herself, and she can also repel undead. So if you ever see enemies running away, it could be that she sent them fleeing. Kind of our clear character. All right, let's not die here. And she won't flash heal you, so be aware. We'll give you some light healing from the background. Why are you faster than me? Well, I think our poor Storm Astronaut ate it from the ballista. Oh, we got doubled. Keep those heals coming, lady. Uh-oh. Got his attention. He's on to me. There we go. Got him. All right. Now the best part of combat, all the spoils. Now I will say one of the things that is not. It may be in the description if you read like all the details of it, but one thing that I don't think we made extremely clear up front, but you find out very quickly, is ectoplasm. It's very valuable in this. It ends up being a currency. So if you find any ectoplasm, be sure to snag it like that. Use a separate tablet for managing chat and pastime. I actually wasn't even clicking all that. It's not only what, like, the clicking definitely causes it. Like if I open up a web browser, I think it's because Chrome is a memory disaster. That definitely triggers it. But yeah, when you hear the skipping, it's not necessarily that I was skipping. It is just my computer. But clicking on a Chrome window absolutely does it. You can see I'm a weak mage when that spider worker tore me apart there. Thanks for the heals. Marine, you know the story of this DLC, or is it the same as AK going in blind? No, I know the story quite well. I've played through this a lot. So we're only gonna play part of it tonight. I don't want to spoil the whole thing for everybody. I just figured to give everybody kind of a taste of what this is like and the scope of it. So we're going to start out by going through a small piece of the story, and then I'll show folks what they're working toward, because I think for some people it's, you know, the stories are nice, but at the end of the day, it's like, what long term are you getting for your character when you add anything to your game? So we'll show that off. This was a fun little creature edition. Rick, our 3D artist, loves to do creature work. And rigged up these books to the Ice Wraith skeleton. And they fit nicely in here. Now, we intentionally didn't put them elsewhere in the world for a variety of reasons. One of them is that these are indirectly related to the story. They're not explicitly explained anywhere, but when you finish up the story, you'll kind of understand what's going on with this whole place. One of the mysteries to discover is what the hell this place actually is. Right, we're gonna hide behind a pile of books. Spikes are no joke. Nice. Yes, bring on the heals. Grab a quick save here. I actually finally remembered to back up all my saves to somewhere else, because the save menu, like just loading saves, can bog down real hard when you have a lot of saves, and I had hundreds of saves on this computer. This is one of my favorite visuals. It reminded me of walking into a scene in a Souls game, Elden Ring or something. It's crazy how this engine is so capable of doing huge dramatic scenes with really long draw distances. I love it. Skyrim's amazing. Oops. Glad I can't accidentally kill the guide spirit with my perk. you. There's my Atronach. He's hiding in the corner. That's where I'm supposed to be. You need to get in there. He's also not interested in fighting me. There we go. Please tell me you call those things bookworms. Maybe that, I think that might have been too on the nose for the team to do that. Or maybe they're in watching the chat being like, brilliant, missed opportunity. You're fired, Richard. Oh god. Can I get a little more of that healing action? You got any more for me? Breaking myself here. Cut this on real short. Sorry. Sorry. I really appreciate that the bookworm, we'll call them bookworms for this stream. Sunshine, in your honor. I appreciate that they carry paper and books as loot. That's fun. I know we had at least one. There it is. See, I know we fought a ghost. Give me that ectoplasm. Okay, we're gonna need our boy again here soon. Dropping those quick saves. I just hope soon they will add achievements on Big Christmas. Yeah, I hope so too. I think they did for Starfield, so the presumption is they will do it for the others. But I assume it needs a big update to the game and maybe the back end. I don't actually know how achievements work. I assume that it's done all on the client side though, because people can bypass the achievement issue with F4SC. So I assume that they need to make some sort of patch to the game to allow it. Summons that I can just hack down in one hit with I just gotta make sure I don't get hit by her exploding orbs there. Keep wide of those. Maybe that explosion. Nope, nope, nope. Fight the summon. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. No. Oh god, it's slowing me down. Oh, there we go. Ice spikes. Ice spikes will get you. Pummeling her in the corner. Right? There gets your ice spikes. Oh, there goes your ice spikes. Get out of here, get out of here. Yes, you are. You are in control, Battlefield. We're leaving you alone. Leave us alone. Switch to restoration spec. Thank you, Guide Spirit. Uh-oh, just got the bubble on. There we go, right. She's distracted, take her out. Oh, we got her attention again. Ooh, she hit us like a truck there. Oh god, I can hear all the explosives behind me. Stay away from the orbs. the spirit guide's got a one right through the center of her too. Oh no, she's got the exploding bunnies. All right, we need a new conjuration. Go, Storm Heteronaut. Save me. Oh, we're getting close to Twin Souls now. Oh, that ice spike. The amount of times I've died to that sound in this game. Oof. It is the rabbit. No, the rabbit got me. So like I mentioned, the level 20 requirements for some of these boss fights can be pretty nasty. She's learning. She didn't fight some of the Demora Lord immediately that time. So you just gotta watch out. She put us these crazy spike traps in the air. If you stand in those blue beams, the spike drops down on your head. The orbs again. Alright, we need some healing. Still alive. Uh-oh, we walked into the minefield. With the ice spikes. Uh-oh. She turns it. No, I keep doing it. I keep walking into the ice spike field. Stay away, stay away, stay away. Oh god. Playing melee mage here. Probably not the wisest build that I've ever created. Oh god. Atronach again. Oh, nope. Definitely need that healing. Alright, let's make sure we're not walking in the minefield again. Nope, we're good. Yeah, come heal me. Thank you. Okay, we're getting closer here. Alright, hold on. I think we've got to have... Oh, wait. Forgot about shouts. Despite my last character living... Nothing but shots. Oh, it's getting me with the ice spikes. Oh god, look at all the orbs she's got. Stay away, stay away. Nope. Alright, Atronach. Oh, I think we got her. Nice. Whew. Alright, hold on. We gotta equip this bad boy. Alright. Scepter of the Infinite Chorus. Favorite this. Alright, so we'll continue with the quest here and then we'll talk about how this thing works.
Well done. But that was not your true adversary. Only their remains, animated by the echoes of memory. An empty vessel, nothing more. Yet, you've taken her staff. That changes things. Your guide can now follow the trail to the spirit of that body. Your voice, it reaches me like a dream already fading. I cannot hear your words. I cannot hold this form much longer. Listen. Your new companion has purpose beyond just seeking spirits. When a soul is bound, she can take on its essence, become the Mage. She will understand. Make use of her abilities. As for that staff, it is yours now. Use it. Use everything you can. Return the lost souls, turn their weapons against them, but do not trust that which lingers with the Geode. Promise me, do not make...
Okay, so the Scepter of the Infinite Chorus, you can see how it operates a little bit if you go into third person. But as you charge, you'll hear these little chimes as these motes are spawned. Now you get 3 by default. If you have twin souls, so if you're maxed out in Conjuration and you took the last break, you can actually get a 4th right out of the box. And your mote count will increase as you continue doing the quest and you do certain things later on, which I won't spoil yet for you guys. But as you continue down the Mage's path, you'll learn to summon more. I believe the cap is 8 by the end. And as long as you're holding this, they will kind of follow you around. And then as soon as you release, it'll shoot out a charge, and they will fly toward it. Now, if they hit certain things, like things that are highlighted in that blue cracked magic that you saw there, you've probably seen some other things with it as we've moved around. They will explode. They will also explode if they come in contact with an enemy. If you want to unsummon them, you just put away the staff, and they will go away. You can also do some cool stuff with this, like if you send them over here, and now if, say, there was an enemy over here, if I came behind him and pulled forward, they would come flying back behind his back. You can also give them multiple paths, so if you want to send them over there, and now instead shift them over here, they will go from where they were over to there, as long as you do it quickly. Obviously, if you hold for too long, they'll just start following you again. And they'll just kind of linger wherever you leave them until you do this again. So you have a lot of control over them, and it can set up some really fun stuff. One thing to watch out for, and we may run into it right here, is that if a mage is absorbing magic, if they have a ward up, like this one I believe does, it eats the projectile, and so then they never get the command to go. So you want to aim, sometimes you got to aim next to people or in front of them or even past them, and you can catch them that way. So the mages in particular are tricky combatants when you're using this, which makes sense. A mage would be easier able to defend against this, so you can kind of get them by aiming near them and let your little motes kind of fly around their ward. Oh, maybe I'll also take the loot. So I will say the homing rabbits, you don't get access in your person, but you'll see how you get access to them when we finish up the Mage's Path, because I'm going to play through the full, not the entire Mage's Path, but I will leave a chunk of it for you guys to discover, but we're going to go through until we get to a certain element of it. I want to leave a lot of story stuff for you guys to find, but I want to get to the point where the companion comes into play and you kind of understand how the form switching works. Nick with NES has 2 voice actors used for this mod. I know Will was used for this, so Magnuson plays a role. I think that might be it. But I am not 100% positive. I don't know if the IMDb page is up here or not yet. Tahir's usually really quick about that, but I have not checked yet. So one thing that the reason that we have the dismiss here is sometimes if you go too far ahead of your motes, like say we left this guy here, if we went really far in the dungeon and started doing this, he would probably get stuck on a wall or something, just cause, like every NPC pathing, you know how that happens in the game, which is where the dismiss comes in nice. If you're gonna go further deeper into the dungeon, it can be useful to dismiss them so that they don't get lost on their way to you. Definitely want to grab all that ectoplasm. All right, and now here we're gonna definitely spring this trap, and if we don't, she probably will. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I think we dodged it. Ah! Yeah, you got taken out by the spear trap. Fantastic. IMDb is up. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Brian. So yeah, if you want to cross-reference on that for any names you recognize from this too. We've switched over to mostly working with agents when we need voice actors now. Like obviously folks that we've worked on in the past are one of the exceptions where We'll tap them if we think they're fitting for a role. But we've thankfully with the budgets that this allows for, we can hire some very professional voice actors. So we've been hiring some folks that if you don't recognize their voice directly, you'll recognize the stuff that they've been in, which is nice. Again, not discounting the SS2 folks. The SS2 folks, a lot of those were also pros, so it's not that they can't work with this or anything. But I will say on the voice actor side, this project has gone. Oh, I know somebody from SS2 that's in here for sure. Old Paul's voice actor is in here. I'm sure you'll recognize it. So this is something to take note of. Right here, you'll recognize there's cracks, but these are a different color. There is a lot of that stuff hidden throughout the Soul Sanctum, where you'll see things that you can come back to when you get other pieces of equipment, so it can be fun to backtrack. We actually talked briefly about turning this into a Metroidvania, but Metroidvanias tend to be almost linear in design. They just like, it gives you a feeling of strong exploration, but we didn't want this to be linear. We wanted the player to be able to choose and do things in whatever order they wanted, so we didn't want you to get bricked by not having a thing, and then you'd have to go back and do theirs. And so we ended up going more open-ended with it. But there's still some elements of that where you can get extra treasure if you come back into these places as you get more of the relics. Soul Sanctum. More ectoplasm, yes please. Go, minions. Make it through the tiny hole. You can do it. There he goes. One's going to make it. There he goes. Oh, I guess you get 4 right off the bat. They're all going for it. So this one is one of the few that's actually a toggle, so it goes back and forth, and that is so that you can get into this room. Oh, see, I think it is 3. I think I just probably, the timing-wise, I managed to get one that was left over from a previous combat. Yes, we will take... Oh, got a black soul gem. Thank you very much. Oh, there's some more ectoplasm. This is going to be just like my Bard playthrough with sending all the loot everywhere. Gonna feel right at home. That's not ominous. Several traps right in front here. All right, spiders, come on out. Wait, are they already dead? They do seem to be. All right. Yeah, grenade launcher is how it feels. That is probably why I enjoy it so much. That is my crutch in multiplayer FPS games, is go for the explosive weapon.
Good. You've recovered the staff. Once you reach the spirit site of refuge, remove any distractions. Let no foe remain to mar the quiet. Then, simply wield the staff near where the spirit lingers, and though it would rather remain veiled, it shall reveal itself. No, not yet.
No answers for you.
Return a wayward spirit to the Geode. Show that your resolve is more than mere words. Only then shall your questions find answer. Then go. However, be warned. The spirit will not yield its newfound freedom lightly. It will struggle before it falls still. But when the struggle ends and its form fades, seek what remains. The essence it leaves behind may yet serve you in the trials to come.
Okay, here we go. Alright, I think this one is clear on the other side of the map, so we're probably going to want to... And I don't think I have the map marker explored. Hopefully I have something over there. I don't remember how far I got into with this character. I remember this character I had built specifically to play through... I like beelined it to the Dragonborn DLC because I hadn't played it at the time, and this is the save I've just kept using for years as our test dummy. So I have like a light amount of stuff done in Skyrim province, and then had made it over to there. Yeah, we're gonna get clear over here. So we need to get to Riften. So I guess we will go to Whiterun Stables and grab hitch a ride over there. Climbing back and we'll be off.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
See?
If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the Blackbriar Meadery. A few mugs of that and you'll forget all...
Okay. Alright, we will not go to Riften. On second thought, let's not go to Camelot. We will head back over here. Appropriately night and spooky. Hey Raven, how are you? Oh. We found the Necromancer. That's a dragon. Yep, of course it's a dragon. Okay, well then. Okay, so we get to demonstrate one of the coolest features about. I don't think so, dragon. About this staff is these little orbs. If you catch the dragon with it, will follow him into the sky, chase him around. Here. What are we getting hit by? Oh, we got a zombie dog? Oh, God. Get him, orbs. Did we piss off the guards too? Yeah, orbs chasing around dragons in the sky is so fun. I love that feature. Ah, thank you, Raven. Happy Father's Day to all the fellow dads in the audience. I had a great Father's Day weekend. We took the family camping. First time the kids have ever been camping somehow. I never took them before. We've almost gone a few times, but we tried to do a trial run with them, just like set the camp out in the yard and have them go out there, and they just wouldn't stay. So then I think that made us, they're too afraid to stay out in a tent. So we solved it by just getting one mega tent. No more fear then. Rodriguez, is there crossover with the other creations? There's one brief. Oh wait, this is deer. I thought it was a wolf coming at me. There's a brief appearance from somebody from East Empire, and then we have a new ballad for bards that we will be patching in. This thing took everything of our focus, and we've got the bards thing all built and everything. The problem was we didn't have enough bandwidth for our own internal QA, so we hardcore QA all of our stuff, and we just didn't have the bandwidth to QA the Bards College patch. So that will begin now. Now that we've got this out and about, but we were working on trying to make sure there were no blockers in this before release, so all of our QA team's resources were running through Sigil over and over and over again, so we decided to hold the Bards College patch until after. So I'd imagine once we get... It won't take long because it's not a ton of new content. It's a new ballad. There's some fixes to some existing bugs and bards. All of them are small. Else we would have pushed them out before now. And then I believe we have the new Bards College gloves, because I think the outfit, we never put gloves in the original, and they were made. They just never made it in. And we have not we only ended up patching bards, I think, twice, and then because it's, knock on wood, it's been rock solid, it was like, well, why poke the bear? Like, why release another patch for these minor fixes when they're so tiny? We don't want to break anything, and now we have reason to, because we want to get this new ballad out. One of the coolest things about this ballad is if you have watched the trailer to Sigil of the Fallen, you'll hear at the end there's a tiny bit of singing. That's actually a small amount. I believe that's directly from the ballad, or it may have been recorded around the same time, but Malgrak, the warrior side of the companion in this, is a phenomenal singer. He actually does some of the demon voice work for Doom Eternal in some of the singing for that, and his voice, he is probably the bassiest person I've ever heard in my life, and we have it set up so that he can actually sing the ballad too after it's known. So not only do you get Olvis singing it and the bards that set up around town, but your companion can sing some bars of it in certain scenarios, which is really fun. So we will definitely get that patch out. Daniel Hodge, welcome. You all know Daniel, and you may not even realize it because he is so prolific in the Skyrim modding community. He's probably been in most of your favorite story mods. And he does an amazing Sheogorath impression. Like, have they hired you for ESO yet? Because I feel like they should. Like, if Wes isn't available, just call it Dan. Sinister runes. The site is under active excavation. The workers are neither mortal nor patient, and they have standing orders to deal with intruders as they see fit. They make no promises of intervention. Alicia of Camlorn. If they only knew you existed. Sides of the orbs. You can't break spider webs with them. They don't consider those enemies. Oh, you know what I've never done? I've never successfully done yet in all my playthroughs of this is found all of Alicia's journals. We'll see if I can actually find them today. I would sign to be the understudy. Nice, nice. Because I know they have somebody different. It's not Wes in ESO doing Sheogorath. They did bring him back for Hermaeus Mora, though. Despite the Jarl's stubbornness, I had no trouble hiring a guide in Riften that knew the way to my destination. He, of course, promptly brought me into an ambush, still accounting for the fact that my would-be robbers showed me more respect than their Jarl, and that I was now close enough to Bethundum's. That's how you say that. At least that's how I say it. Maybe I've been saying it wrong for months and my team's just never corrected me. Speculated location. I allowed them to live. One can only hope they will choose their actions more wisely in the future. The rock here is brittle from the frigid cold. I see signs of previous expeditions wiped out by collapses. My staff has been quite useful in removing some of these obstacles, but I must instruct the workers to reinforce the tunnels thoroughly before proceeding. At the very least, the ore my less fortunate predecessors were here to claim will keep my own funds from dwindling. Ectoplasm, yes please. So this, I love this. This is like a happy little accident that happens. So the kill cam is supposed to happen when your next strike is going to kill them, and because the staff only does a tiny amount of damage, it doesn't actually correctly predict it, but it works anyway, and it often arranges so that the orbs arrive right around the time the kill cam is about to end, so you get to see the enemy just go exploding off your screen. It's like a fun little accident. New Earth Adventures, welcome to the channel. Thanks for subscribing. What is that? Oh, Ryan Cooper is fantastic. I love him as well. Ryan, for those of you guys who are BCE fans, did Sledric. When was that? Three Sheogoraths at a bus stop for Voice of Palooza? Was that last year? Was that recent? I don't think I saw that one. Speaking of Wes Johnson, he will be with us tomorrow afternoon around 4 Central, and we will be recording his lines for the Fallout charity mod. So if you guys want to come hang out, support the fundraising for the Alzheimer's Association, listen to Wes do his thing. $2025? Nice. I'll have to dig that up. I assume they put all the backlogs of that stuff on YouTube, or at least in the old Twitch vids. For, I would guess they probably did it on the Chad 76 podcast channel. That's a big drop. Let's not fall down there. Oh, hey, buddy. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? These are for you. Nice. That came from above. Okay, so here it's like this guy's got a shield, so I'm gonna aim kind of near him, so that his shield doesn't absorb the orbs. Yes, bring on the heals. Where did their corpses go? I guess they disintegrate because they were summons. That makes sense. Log 2. Alright. As we unearth more of the mechanisms that once controlled this rune, I am constantly reminded of the value of patience and caution. The frost has halted many of the gears to both benefit and obstacle. The mechanisms appear to control both the path forward as well as the security hatches. Fortunately, it appears that once they are unearthed fully, it is quite simple to see where the power is being channeled. The odd pedestals are a mystery. I have never seen their like in any of my other expeditions. They appear to play some role in the operations, but I remain uncertain as to the intended trigger that would activate them. Not a physical key, that's for certain. Perhaps I can find a way to attune my staff to them. Actually, we want to take that. Take. Thank you. Oh, is that ectoplasm? Yes, it is. So one of the things the level designers tried to do in the various dungeons we have is, again, lean heavily into the stereotypes. So for Mage, you're going to find a lot more puzzles. Warrior, you're going to find a lot more fighting. and Thief, you'll find a lot more traps and opportunities for stealth. So this is something I watched a few people play through this dungeon, and most haven't picked up on this. So I will let you guys know who are watching this. When you see the red light, those are trap pipes, so those will cause enemies to spawn. So if you take the time and trace the pipes around, you can prevent yourself a little bit of combat, or maybe you don't want to. And it's never terribly difficult combat, so it's not the end of the world if you hit them. It's not a fail state, but those were put up as warning signs. So we want to hit the ones that don't have that. Whoops. Let's actually hit. There we go. And that lights that up and opened up that door. So I can come up over here. And then there's one of those pillars that was drawn in the manual. Go ahead and give that a pop. And that lights up that. So now we've got this one lit. Now we need to find out how to light up this other one to open this door. So we'll follow this pipe along here. This is a very common puzzle design in this dungeon. Just lighting up these pipes and stuff, following their energy. Go, my death orbs! Kill! Nice. You know, I actually wish we had this valve pipe facing this way so you have to watch the ice explosion. It's so much fun. Alright, there's another one of those things. Alright, now I'm gonna miss this about 14 times here, trying to get this between these gears. Oh, did I get it first shot? I may have. I did. Nice. That is a world first for me. Daniel is the did you do all of our Dremora stuff? Were you all the guys in here? Like, I think it was I don't remember how many different lines we had for them, but I think we gave them all unique combat lines. And then I think there's one encounter with one of them up here that actually has like a little bit of back and forth. Yeah. The development cycle on this thing was very, very long. This was a very long project for us. We were trying to go for super high production value and make sure that everything was really tight and as bug-free as we could possibly manage in this game engine, which takes forever. There's always little corner cases that folks find. These things are always so tempting to grab. I always just want to grab them because they look cool, even though I rarely have any use for them. Okay, so here is one of my favorite features that we added in. Oh, not yet. First, we got to take care of this guy. So I'll show you guys. This is a little subtle feature that is added in by Sigil the Fallen. That I actually think we might want to amp it up because it's too much fun. So after you do the opening intro to the quest, to the Sigil Fallen, the one I showed you earlier, where the Geode explodes and you release a bunch of spirits. Well, you don't just release the major spirits that we're chasing. There's also minor spirits throughout that get released, and we can see one right there. They're haunting this, and if you listen closely, you'll hear sounds coming from it. And this can happen in any type of item. It can happen to doors. It can even happen to enemies. And as soon as you interact with the thing, it'll set the spirit free. So you basically have hauntings now. They'll possess items in the world. So you may stumble upon possessed items throughout your game after this moment. Good thing ghosts can't go through tables. Uh-oh. And those are, of course, a great source of ectoplasm. Now, I feel like it's very likely I blasted journal number 3 into oblivion here. No, we're not going to find it. I actually don't know if it's in this room or not. Like I said, I've never personally found all 5 of the journals. Oh, hey J-Man, how are you? Yeah, the red light thing is, I think a lot of people look past it. I feel like I hear, I don't know what that crackling is. It makes me think that it's another possessed item, but I don't see anything. It is in that room? Okay, I'm not crazy. So I must have blasted it. Of course. Journal number 3 was here. It just felt like a good place for a journal. I was like, this feels like somebody's lab. This is going to be just like my Bard's College playthrough, where all the things are everywhere but where I want them to be, because I'm flinging shouts everywhere. Did I blast you? Doors. Nope, not that one. Ruined a book, ruined a book. I don't think it's going to be in a chest. Yeah, it may be lost forever in for my character. I'll have to try harder. Well, although the next time I play through this is going to be on my Bard character, who's going to be flinging shouts left and right and making things worse. Stone desk beside the door. So it's usually on this. If so, I think it's gone forever. Sent a few too many orbs into the room. Yeah, okay. Well, I will read it in the creation kit then. Oh. You guys, do you like orbs? That's okay. Oh wait, this is my sword. It's like I thought I had the, thought I had this guy. Oh! Oh god. Kill me, I guess tanking's the next best thing. Nice. You alright, kid? Alright, so like this one's got a red light, so we're not gonna pop that one. This one looks safe to hit. This one looks like we can also open it. Thanks for the heals. Make sure we didn't miss any of those little things. Not. Alright, we're gonna unsummon those because they're all over the place now. Pick up every book. I need a like a reverse Explosion. I'm gonna need a vacuum spell. A booked vacuum. Alright, let's turn off Blades of Doom here. The book stuck to the ceiling would be hilarious. I didn't even think about looking up there. You never know with Havoc, though. So we can sneak this in right here. Oh, lost our action. Oh, hello. 5 ectoplasm, yes. Nice. Centurions are a distraction we do not need. After the last jump scare, I have frozen the gears until we find the needed to open the way forward. Do not break the ice unless you are sure the pipes are not connected to the automatron. I like the allusion to the jump scare right before it happens. Oh, hello. Death motes. I think there must have been 2 wisp mothers down here because I saw the little explosion from one dying. Oh, maybe that was just their. Oh, that was just the shade one. Alright. I thought they had a different explosion, but I am wrong. There we go. Log number 4. Oh yeah, we missed log 3. Here's number 4. All right, we're good. We're good. We'll just 3 is stuck in the ceiling. That's fine. The kin seems restless, and for once, I don't believe it to be their distaste for being conjured. They do not tire or succumb to cold and report no disturbance beside their usual desires to redecorate the camp with my innards. Yet they mutter of scuttling shadows and noisy walls. Perhaps they speak of the pipes. I'm certain there is water still rushing in them. Odd, I would have thought it all to be frozen this close to the surface. Perhaps there are still furnaces in operation, which means we may begin to see moving components soon enough. Ectoplasm, please. Alright, I'm 99% certain this one's safe to hit. Some of them are connected to the Centurion there. So if you trace around... Yeah, that goes over the door. This one's good. Whoops. Sorry, astronaut. There we go. So we want to light up the ones to the door. Not the big boy here. Top one in here. Goes this way. Oh, got me. Can I get a little of that healing action? What do you think? Number 2, and then the one above into this room, and then we get the maze of pipes where you really got to pay attention. All right, so it's right there. Twists back around here. It should be this guy. Weird positive chimes. I think we're doing good. Oh yeah, the helper has a lot of dialogue. Just at this beginning of the quest, she intentionally doesn't speak. But as you go deeper, we have actually full suites of dialogue for all 4 of her forms. So whichever form you keep in, you actually get full voice actor suites. It's literally 4 companions in one. Oh, exploding orbs. Fantastic. Did I get it? I did. All right. Journal number 5. All right, so we only missed one there. The Kinreeve appears amused at the toil of his underlings. As they glare venom at me, he laughs. They learn of humiliation, he said to me. Never has it been my intent to humiliate, but what choice am I left with? I am not so naive as to believe assistance of kindness could make for warmer dispositions. Mortal mercenaries would perish or flee in these halls, while the kin take each chance for battle as a payment for their service. No, I will not regret this course of action, even if I choose it in absence of alternatives. I'd like some ectoplasm, please. You guys got any ectoplasm? There's some. Okay, I'm only getting 1 orb, which means the others are stuck way back behind me. So it's unsummoned. Oh yeah, there's a nice little bonus. This using the staff actually increases your conjuration skills. So if you're looking at power level conjuration, this can give you a leg up in that. No time for locking into it. Ragdolling always makes me happy. The more we have it in the game. I think if Bethesda ever removes ragdolling in replacement, adding in all perfectly animated deaths, I will be very sad. So here's where we take advantage of one of the ways these work. So we've set them to stay in there, and then they should bounce around the corner there. There we go. Because they go from the point they're last at, they try and go directly to their target. And they're physics-based, so they'll kind of bounce around off of walls and whatnot. I think the ectoplasm is stuck in the gap. Give me the ectoplasm. Let me in. Tease. We'll take some soul gems. Indy the Hunter, how are you? I'm doing quite well. Things are going good. Playing through the first path of Sigil the Fallen tonight. Not the entire thing though, because it takes a lot more hours hours than I have for a Sunday night. Hey, buddy. Delivery. Ice spikes. Try not to get hit by his ward. Ragdolling is the best. I didn't know the Daedric's healed. Sick 'em. There we go. Are they still following me? Where are they at? I can hear them all. There we go. I'll catch you on the other side then. Actually, hold on. My little guys probably fell down that fell down there too. Time to start a new Starfield character for you. You haven't played, you lost your save. How'd you lose your save? Was it corruption? Such is the way. Creation engine mod player. Oh, she made it. She figured out how to get out of the cavern. Okay, so I see another spot. We're going to play with the physics here. So we're going to leave some of these guys over here. You guys get over that wall. There we go. And then we'll lure them over to here. There we go. Very nice. Oh, we haven't saved in a while. I need to remember that I am mortal. I'm so used to playtesting in God mode. Oh, actually, I just realized they're still trapped in the wall back there. Oh, I think I caught his ward. Oh, I should probably summon a Atronach here. Go ahead and distract those guys. I see a lot of red dots.
There you are, mortal.
Get him up there. Get him. All right. So yeah, that is one of the most fun things with this step, where he came to the edge and then I held down the charge and they came from behind him. So even if he had the ward up, he gets blasted. These things are so much fun. The ectoplasm. Oh, there's some more. Alright, I know I saw another red dot. Where'd he go? There he is. Gotcha. Alright, let's bring him back. What was that? Oh. Trying to get me with a collapse. And again. Alright. Place is dangerous. Oh god. Oh, it's those. But the sound of them coming out, I think, is it's either the same exact or very close to the sound effect of the, like that iron death trap where it's slammed down, like the one I got hit by earlier. I think the sound effect is identical. Nice. There we go. Oh, we hit a lost spirit too. Means ectoplasm. Fantastic. More treasure. I don't know what it is about looting in this game, but no matter how rich my character is, I never am unsatisfied about looting more crap. It's just it's an addiction. Reset some settings and nuked all your local files. Oof. That sucks. Like nuked all your Starfield files or your whole PC? Oh, hello. That's brutal. Either way, that sucks. Oh, can we get him out? Yes. Get him. Chase him. Chase him up there. Skyrim Saul, welcome. Wait a minute, you're the creator of Bard's College and the other expansions? I wouldn't say I am the creator. I would say my team created them. I advise and fund the operation. They are the creative visionaries.
Mortal dares tell of envy's ruins, but you are not the mistress. Yet you hold her damnable staff. Yes, for she hath bound us here to uncover this ancient site. She is long dead, but here we remain. Her will still binds us and bids us to protect this wretched ruin. And protect it we will. You will go no further, mortal.
Nope, I forgot to hold the attack button. Get them orbs. Oh, there they are. Oh, he's still alive. Nice. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Your whole PC, that's brutal. makes me very happy. I recently set up an auto backup NAS because I was getting terrified hearing horror stories from people and realizing how old the hard drives are on this computer. Not this computer, actually. I stream from one computer and I game from another, my older computer. This is probably why my sound issues, because I'm streaming from a really old PC that has, it's so, well, first of all, now, like upgrading or buying a new PC, I mean, it's crazy, right? Like the cost is just outrageous. But also for general working, like there's really, like if you're not doing crazy brand new games or working in heavy 3D software or something, like this computer I have from 10 years ago works just fine. But the hard drives make me nervous. Well, thank you for saying so much. I play this game in VR so much, have all versions except God. And I am so jealous of people that can play in VR. I picked up VR when it first came out, and I got really obsessed with it. I bought multiple headsets, hoping that each one would solve the problem for me of the queasiness, the seasickness, and none of them do. And maybe the modern ones are better about it, but I invested too much money in them at the time that I'm just like, I think this tech is not for me. But I was so enamored with seeing Fallout 4 in VR. It was such a magical experience. Didn't make it very far into actually playing because it was making me nauseous. Like it would be, I could play it for an hour and a half and be fine, and then but after I took it off, I would just be sick to my stomach for hours. It just became not worth it. But seeing these worlds that you spent so much time in VR is a pretty magical experience. Joseph Burton, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Later, Sir Rick. Will we see you tomorrow for the charity stream? Fantastic. Yeah, if you guys are joining in, since I last mentioned it, I'm gonna keep mentioning it because I'm so excited about it. Tomorrow we will be recording all the voices for the charity mod we're building at the end of the month, and we have got a nice cast. We got Wes Johnson coming on. Jan Johns, who is a vet from Fallout 4, and Leary, who was on the Fallout TV show as one of the Vault Dwellers. And the three of them are coming on the channel tomorrow afternoon and evening to voice characters for a Fallout 4 mod we'll be giving away for free. Currently, our schedule is we're going to build the mod on the 27th and 28th, and then we will release it on the probably July 2nd. So we'll be playing it live on stream, on Gopher Stream, and then we'll release it right after that. Either that evening, because we're actually doing it a little bit earlier than usual. So we used to do all of our streams late at night, because I tend to stream at around 9 o'clock at night my time. And for these charity streams, we're moving them earlier in the day. So for example, tomorrow's will be at starting at 4 p.m. Central, and we're doing the same thing with the playthrough, which will happen July 1st. Right now, if that may have to get adjusted depending on people's schedules. Oh, there's a number 6. I didn't know there was a number 6 to the journals. Fantastic. The trip to High Rock was a complete waste of time. And then we've got some blacked out stuff. No matter my absence, the excavators have unearthed the final doors to the device. My translations cannot be dismissed when the proof stands just beyond this chamber. This discovery will not be soured by lazy, narrow-minded court magicians. Read thought calling device. Diagram. Alright. Take some ectoplasm, yes please. So anyway, if you're hanging around tomorrow, looking for something to do in the afternoon, come listen to some voice actors record for an upcoming free mod, Fallen 4. And it is quite the challenge. We try and build the entire mod in 40 hours. So the only thing we'll have done in advance is the writing and the voice acting, and then we assemble the whole thing in the CK, build all the art, build all the level design, as much as possible on stream. Some folks are uncomfortable streaming, so their stuff might, but most folks will be streaming, so you'll get to see how the sausage is made on top of it. And we'll probably spend an inordinate amount of time making dumb jokes on stream while I try and stay awake for most of it. Just for those of you who haven't heard, I don't think we've had enough maximum crab for this afternoon. I'm very hopeful we can get some more maximum crabs for the collection tomorrow. Let's not get knocked down there because I don't think we survived that. In fact, just in case. There we go. I'm gonna go a little bit late tonight. I usually go till around 11, but I want to get through this dungeon, and then I'm gonna start one more little bit just so you guys get a taste of it, and then I'm gonna show you what end game looks like what you can expect from the end of this, what you get after the quest line, because the quest line is quite meaty. So this is this project is a big quest line, lots of story. Oh god, he is messing us up. We're actually gonna have to pop a potion here. But this thing is a big old quest line, and then 4-in-1 companion. So these really cool items that you can kind of base the whole playstyle around. There are two more like this. This one and the mace in particular are, I think, kind of create some interesting new playstyles. The shield less so, but the shield is just really cool. And all of these items can be combined together for new effects, so I'll show folks what that's like. And I think the follower is really, really fun. Especially the voice actors are freaking phenomenal for them. Almost made it. Haven't fallen down yet. Oh god. It's lightning going out of nowhere. Oh, almost had it. There we go. Come on, finish him, finish him. Yes. Slow motion. Orb comes in last second to save the day. What's this year theme for the mod? So if you go to simsettlements.com/charity and you look at there's a link on there about voting, and you'll see what everybody voted for. I posted it up on that website. Any more treasure over here? I know that's buried. Will you guys explore the Falmer's Skyrim creation in the future? No plans currently. We're working on a Starfield project next, so I don't know when we'll next be back to Skyrim other than patching in things. For example, Bard's College, we have a patch coming and some more stuff.
Disrupt its focus with a well-placed strike. The spirit will have no choice but to emerge.
All right, this machine is live. I love this little effect where the platform spins us around. I don't know the technical wizardry behind it, but it's fun. Nice trick with this. Yes.
My scepter. In the hands of a stranger, no less. Unacceptable. But no. What you have can't be my scepter. A duplicate, is it? How dare you with such imitations? I should strike you down where you stand. You feign ignorance to who I am. I who have raised armies with a whisper and toppled them with but a sigh. I am Alicia of Camlor, better known as the Mistress of Many, and you would do well to show some respect. The Scepter of Infinite Chorus, my magnum opus. It amplifies and sustains my conjuration beyond natural limits. With it, I have summoned armies, and not just wavering spirits, but persistent, obedient legions. They are my chorus. I am their conductor. The Sigil Geode was a prison dressed as a palace, an eternity bound. I remembered next to nothing. Then there was a shimmer, flaw in the binding. I exploited it, naturally, and made my escape. I'll do no such thing. Who are you to give orders to me? You may hold something akin to my scepter, but I doubt you've the wherewithal to channel its full potential. The chorus does not answer to amateurs.
Oh, let's save. Let's save.
Another fight. Yay.
So now this is going to be. She's got similar powers to her corpse weapon. Oh, what's going on there? Some Skyrim nonsense. Except this time, this is a phased fight. So it's a little tougher. This is again going back to one of the reasons we have a level 20 requirement. Is this fight is pretty intense. Got a lot more motes than we do. Fortunately, she's not sending them out all at once. All right, we need our boy here. All right, phase 1 down. Herself a little magical platform, which we need to destroy with this. And that will start phase 2. Alright, she's got some Tremora. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. I can do this balanced sword. We can take those out pretty quickly. I can get close enough. Nice. Get some healing. Oh, she's down. That's why I'm not getting any healing. Where'd she go? There she goes. Notice the blue pillars now. It's not just over here. Go, my minions. Come back, come back. Oh god. Oh god, oh god. Alright, hold on a second. Let's go with Astronaut. We need some healing here. Oh, she's down here. Okay. There she is. Get her. So close. actually doing a lot better at this than the other lower runners. Yeah, there it is. Take it out. There we go.
It all comes back to me now. My defeat. The Geode, my pact. The binding. I agreed to be sealed away. Until I was ready. Forgive my brashness. I will oppose you no further. Return me to my containment. I shall go gracefully. And please, consider the scepter of infinite chorus now yours. May its silent voice sing as beautifully for you as it once did for me. I remember your face. When I was lost, you came to me and offered renewal. Here you are again. You may shepherd me as before. I shall remain.
I know there is healing, as I swore I would.
And now she speaks.
Come, let us return.
She's not interested in questions yet. Actually, after you return to the Soul Sanctum, at this point, then it kind of unlocks her her idle dialogue, and she becomes more of a normal follower after this. Let's grab ourselves some loot here. That's a shiny diamond. All right. All right, let's make our way up to, or back to the Soul Sanctum here. Making sure we grab any, if there's any ectoplasm laying about, make sure we don't miss it. Zero Riz. My kids will be very happy about that. Go. Give me your money. All the gold looting. Still feels good. I have no idea how much money this character has. 6,000. That's not too rich. Alright, let's head off. Soul Sanctum. Okay, let's head back in here.
Geode has accepted the spirit. It has been reclaimed. There are those who pass, yet do not truly go. I merely shone a lantern, illuminating a way for them. I am your guide. Now you find those that remain, the warrior and the thief. And there are others, spirits of smaller deed. These lesser souls entered the Geode by their own accord. It was not meant for them, nor can we lead them back. If we cross their path, dispersing them will lay them to rest, and what remains of their essence may be gathered. There is more I wish to say. When I passed the spirit to the Geode, I felt a part of it linger. It left in me a kind of spark. I believe I can channel this, call upon it. In the Mage's tomb, a shade spoke of me. Do you recall its words? It said that I can become the Mage. I know now that the shade spoke true. If you ask it of me, I will bear the mantle of the old heroes and lend you their strength. Hold a moment. I sense something. Please, follow me. You see it too, don't you? The stone shines, alive once more with memory. It bears record of the Mage's knowledge, etched not by hand, by soul. Should you offer it the essence of fallen spirits, it will further awaken. Through it, I can draw forth new strength with which to aid you. The road ahead is yours to walk, but if you seek guidance, speak with me, and I shall offer what I can. But for now, I believe you know what must be done.
Okay, here we go. So now here's where we unlock her signature ability.
Though they have passed into the Geode, a trace of them remains within me, an echo of who they were. Their voice, instincts, and strength. I feel it. I know things I did not before. I think of faces I have never seen, of battles I have not fought. Their mastery, skills, and talents. Through me, these things can live again. I will not truly be them, but I will not be myself either. The stones that surround the Geode, with more essence offered them, I believe this bond I have can deepen. If it is your will, I shall wear the mantle of these heroes. I will stand beside you and lend you their power. Whom shall I become?
Okay, let's turn her into Alicia.
What can I do for you?
So once she takes on a form, she has their voice, she's got some of their abilities, and to get more of those abilities, you can invest in this. So effectively, if you played Bard's Calls, you know we have a similar setup there where you can unlock new powers for yourself, for your shouts, and this allows you to unlock more powers for your companion while they're in that particular form. So
Something on your mind.
we can actually talk to her about herself. She'll have commentary as we're going through the world, combat lines, greetings, hellos. They'll have some quest interactions, so they'll comment on various things you
They
do
called me Alicia,
in base game
the
quests.
mistress of many, a conjurer without peer. Utilizing my scepter of the infinite chorus, I have had entire battles fought by my will alone. Testament to my brilliance. And once more, I was a true scholar. Not one of those quavering geriatrics reading scrolls by candlelight in some stuffy tower. No, I worked in the field. Unearthing ancient relics, discovering lost ruins. They had to rewrite entire regional maps. Such were my contributions. Of course, my magnificence brought a fair share of rivals. Some even foolish enough to oppose me. I won that battle. But the cost was my life. Onwards, then.
Okay, I'll make sure she's following us. All right, so now we'll go ahead and invest a little bit here. I'm just going to show a little bit of one element. I don't want to do the whole thing because I think this is better experienced yourself. But I just want to show this little bit because it's something that we don't really show in the trailer at all, and we haven't shown much of it anywhere. There's, I think, one screenshot of it on the page, but this is one of the cooler features in this thing. So as you go forward in this, and you start to hit that counter, you get a chance to learn more about...
Something has shifted within the Geode. Do you feel it? We should examine it closer, but with care. Such power rarely stirs without reason.
You've answered my call. How delightful. It is pleasing that even in death, my summons still hold weight. Huh. Such willingness to offer assistance of your own accord. I will admit to finding it refreshing. I have a concern with which I require your assistance. You see, in life, my memory was impeccable. Yet in death, I find my memory bereft. I find these missing pieces to be unacceptable. I was promised rest, yet this oblivion, this not knowing is torture. Yet as you've poured power into the Geode, so have my memories begun to resurface. There is a deceptive pull to them. I require a tether, as I reclaim what was once mine. Someone to serve as a witness. For what is a discovery if it is left unshared? Should you agree, I will teach you how to channel my scepter in a way only its maker could. Excellent. I am most eager to explore what lies forgotten.
Alright, so from this point, we can go experience some of her memories, and at the end of it, she'll teach us to use the staff better, which will basically enhance it, so we'll have more emotes and whatnot. So I'm going to play just this first memory. I'll leave the rest of them for you guys to discover, or go... Yeah, there's plenty of other streams if you want to watch it, but I'm almost done for the night. This is a late one for me, but I do want to, after this, I want to show you guys the final form of the campaign.
Call a mage's fancy as an untapped vein of knowledge. Perhaps of more interest than this hold has seen in an era.
Be that as it may, it is the Jarl's judgment that we do not need any more interest from foreign scholars, let alone mages.
Oh, if it's a matter of finances, I assure you, I will compensate both you and the laborers.
I assure you that compensation is of no concern in this matter.
Allow me to posit an assumption. You have already been compensated to sit on your hands and turn me away from your door. How egregiously short-sighted. Make no mistake, my offer was a courtesy. An invitation to participate in the greatest archaeological discovery of the century. But if you are so easily bought with paltry bribes, then no matter. We have nothing more to speak of.
Truly, I am sorry to see you depart so soon. I wish you a safe journey back to High Rock.
I am staying right here. If I have to excavate the whole ruin myself, I will. Perhaps I should have expected the rejection. Wasn't the first time I'd wasted weeks of research and travel only to be thwarted by petty politics. If I'd bent to the whim of every narrow-minded politician, I would not have achieved even a fraction of my accolades. With the Jarl's rejection, the locals ceased to interest me. I had greater things to uncover. And unlike my more limited colleagues, I had the means to do so on my own. Let us continue. I wish to see more.
Alright, so from here you'll see there's a lot of glowing things in here. You can activate any of them to get more thoughts from her on how that plays out. And then there are a series of these memories to experience. And we'll do that another time. So I will come back and I will do a full playthrough, like every inch of it, on the character that I had my Let's Play series going for Skyrim, that we went through all of the main game quests and East Empire and Bard's College. So I'll be bringing that character back probably in a couple of weeks, because next week we have the charity thing all weekend. And then I'll probably be alternating between my Starfield playthrough and the Skyrim playthrough of this. But I do have, I'm going to make a save here. I do have a save that I've got here that has all of the stuff unlocked here. So I can show you guys what some of that looks like, so you can kind of see what it'll be like end game with some of this. So this has all of the powers unlocked for the different forms. So if we talk to our guide spirit here, we can switch between the different forms. So we already saw that we have Alicia. We can also turn into the warrior.
If you have words, speak them.
So we obviously can ask. I'll save all these dialogue things, but each of them is fully voiced. This guy's voice is
farewell.
Is freaking so bassy, it's wild.
Say what you must.
And then we've got
name the spirit.
We've got the thief. And this guy's Argonian. It's fantastic.
Hanging on your every word. Sure, I can carry some of the load.
So now as you fight with these guys and you start and you do the boss fights, you'll notice that they each have a series of special abilities, things that you can't do yourself or that you'll never have seen another NPC do. A lot of, like Alicia can summon, as you guys saw, these little exploding bunnies. She can do these icicle traps in the air and create this like frost shield on herself. And then you'll see similar of these characters have different abilities. And as you max out these trees, so there's technically like 3 little mini trees in each of these. It's kind of hard to make them out, but as you're unlocking them, you'll start to see a pattern where as you go to activate one, it'll say you don't have the prerequisite. You can kind of feel out where the trees are. When you reach the top of them, so generally the vertical most one in each little cluster, you'll unlock one of those special abilities. So right now, if we go out and find some combat, we can probably see the Thief Spirit doing some of those special abilities. I'll start with, I hope his oldest uses Prince Gath as the internet handle. He did say to, at the end of the school year, he had said to his teacher he wants to be a game designer, so that's exciting. So far hasn't taken much to me trying to teach him things, but he's also still young, so doesn't have the long attention span needed for full game dev. But I like that his head's over there, so hopefully one day I'll be able to teach him some stuff. Thought that was a wall of meat. Are you talking about the murals? That's pretty funny. All right, let's go see if we can muster up some combat here. I don't know how much stuff has been done on this character. I'm guessing it's mostly like the map markers are revealed due to console commands. I think anywhere we go, we should...
I feel like we've been here before. Then again, I probably have.
Yeah, so they've got commentary about entering into different areas, combat lines, which we should see in a moment here.
No way, hit you.
Let's see if we can catch up on some of this. So he'll actually use...
Nice round of practice.
There we go. So you can see the the Gentleman's Cudgel, which is the name of the mace. He can do poison traps. Actually has a dodge skill. There we go. He can teleport himself around the battlefield.
Whatever. I wasn't that invested anyway.
So your follower here will get a lot of unique abilities, and we can switch them around. So it's not just while we're in the sanctum. So we can go ahead and...
Who is it I assume the veil of?
Take on another form here, so we can do as the warrior as well. And I believe I have all of the items on this character too, so we can actually bust out the other items here. Here we go, Gentleman's Cudgel, and then we'll put on Oblivion's Wall, which is the shield. One of the cooler things that we ended up adding to this...
shield has ended many battles, and I trust in your hand will begin many more.
So they'll comment on you using their item. The items actually combo off of each other, so the fact that I have these two, it'll do slightly different things. So in this case, the when I use the cudgel you guys haven't seen yet, but does this power attack where we portal forward, and if you do it while holding the shield, when you get right after you strike, you actually send them launching forward because Oblivion's Wall has the ability to launch things. So in combination, they'll do different things, and every pair of two items has a different combination of extra ability that it does, so that it can enhance.
What was that?
How you play with it. Now, one of the fun things is that he will actually use... Okay, there's one of his abilities. And that, I believe that's the one that slows down the enemy so that they can't escape from melee, so it puts a slowdown effect on everybody within range. That big blast hits. One of the funnier things is when you unlock the... he can also do the Fusro down style shield bash, so we do this now. We can actually knock people down. Oh, he's got a crazy sprint. Well, he can use that as well, and so occasionally when you bat someone in the air, he will go to do his as well and kind of ping pong them around. He has a bow as well. Calls a bow a craven weapon. Uses one himself. Scumbag. So another little thing about this mace we're using, which isn't, I think we have it in a tooltip. I don't think it shows up in the description of the item, but it's in one of the load screen tips. Is the farther you are away from enemies when you use it, the more damage it does. So you're actually encouraged, and the reason is that because it's hard to perfectly line up a shot. There's no target lock in Skyrim, so you have to line up your shot and time it well. And the further back you go, you can get a good launch off of them too. It does a little bit of an AoE attack, so you do have a bit of a buffer to fail on it, so that you don't have to be 100% deadly accurate, but fairly close. Take him down, though, Greg. Rip code, yeah, exactly. Hey, we found, does each form comment on different things in the base game? Oh, looks like Cynical got you already on that one. Yeah, there's a lot of overlap, but there's definitely they'll have more commentary on things that are close to them that makes sense for their background. Lachlan, hello, how are you? Thank you. Got slammed in next week. Yeah, you can tell we're big fans of Ragdoll around here. It just makes us chuckle constantly. Does the Shielding Club have an assigned smithing perk? I imagine so. We can go check. I honestly don't know offhand. Do not know offhand. Actually looking to see if they happen to have a forge out here. I don't think so. But we can head back to Whiterun and check real quick. Mostly because I know the forge is right where it is, whereas if I went to Markarth close by, I would stumble around a bit trying to find it.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own.
Okay, so
Why
it
don't
looks
you spill that
like...
stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane.
Yeah, no, it doesn't appear to be perk locked because I don't have any.
Need a Ulfric Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
All right, now I can't remember. How do you improve? Can you improve shields on the leather thing on the tanning rack? I don't think so. No.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
There it is. So I can't remember which bench to use. Ebony for this. So it's ebony and quicksilver. So yeah, that doesn't look like we have them perk locked. It's just gonna have the resources. It's funny. Prior to this character, I had never messed with a shield build in Skyrim. Never cared for shields. I just wanted to be murdering things. But this shield sates my need to interact with the world, being able to launch people. One thing with the I saw Zero Period worrying about this in his playthrough is the scepter is set up so that it does not need to be enchanted, and while it's a little bit OP, we did it for a couple of reasons. One is to make it unique, but also because we didn't want, because these are required, the items, you have to use them in the dungeon you're in for certain puzzle mechanics and such. We didn't want you to get trapped unable to complete it because you ran out of charge on them. So this thing, even though it shows a little charge meter there, it actually has infinite charge. So yeah, so we the warriors
needs to be in my own form, not this one.
Okay, so he has a quest queued up. So one of the things you'll find if you continue to invest more ectoplasm and unlock more of their abilities, eventually they have a task for you that they want you to help with. So he has one for us right now, which is why he's asking us to come into the Geode and talk to him right now, because it hasn't been done yet on this character. But we're gonna switch him over to the Mage. So we should have for the Mage, we should have our own little exploding spirit bunnies and whatnot. Go find some. I guess we can just jump to another random dungeon spot here, so we can find a good outdoorsy dungeon that we don't have to dive too deep in. I guess the ones over in Marker, there's a fair number of them. Forsworn like to hang out outside here. Let's see. I think Hagrock's where we just went before. Did Rock?
A culture built around the common enemy will only last as long as the enemy. But I doubt these Forsworn care to hear such things.
Let's see if anybody's alive here. Oh no, I think this is where we just ran up to. Okay. Let's see. There we go. This valley. Oh, there are enemies around. Where are they? Where are my enemies at? Sometimes Skyrim bugs out with that. I've seen that happen plenty. You just can't fast travel for no apparent reason. There we go.
I imagine the Nords trust teleportation as much as they do magic. I miss the convenience.
We have teleportation. You just open your map. There you go. Come, orbs of death. Let's see if we can get her to use her abilities.
Victorious once more.
Okay, so since we're using a new combination of items, this is an interesting one. When you have the shield and staff, if you charge up the shield, it will actually summon motes for you as if you were charging up charging up the staff, so normally you have to do that, and then you can't use the shield. Well, now you can keep going with the shield and continue to summon some orbs. Alright, where's our guy? Oh yeah, we got a lot of them now.
We're victorious once more.
Where are all the enemies at? Whoops. Oh god. Hold on. Here comes the rabbits. She did the rabbits. Get them. Oh, we found a spirit here. One other thing. So one thing we haven't done yet is the spirit guide, or the guide spirit, has a series of little side quests. If you keep talking to her between some of the main quest stuff, eventually she'll ask you to do activities. And one of them she does is points you to a flask, which is a special item that allows you to convert or to consume ectoplasm. You can consume 5 ectoplasm to do a full heal, full magical, full stamina regen. So very, very Souls-like in that way. With the flask, and the idea there is you have a reason to continue to hunt down ectoplasm, so it's not so it's actually exciting to go hit those lost spirits when they're possessed. You have something you can use ectoplasm even after you've maxed out all of their skill charts. Go, bunnies, go! This guy's a beast.
You certainly find more fights in a day than most would in a lifetime.
Yeah, I took some damage. All right, guys. So that's kind of the vibe. So then, after you're done with the quest line, you've got this crazy powerful companion. If you did all the upgrades, you've got some really intense new items you can play around with, or leave them behind. Just bring the companion, or vice versa. The quest line, obviously, we went through a tiny fraction of it. In that 2.5 hours we played, we went through less than a third of the quest line. So there's quite a lot to do in there. There's another element we haven't stumbled upon yet. We can actually go do that real quick and show you this one other system we have. So we had so much fun with the possession mechanic that we decided to go deeper on it.
I imagine the Nords trust teleportation as much as they do magic.
So if we go in here to can somebody point me to the Hall of the Dead here? I am gonna get lost in this place. I know where it is in Windhelm. I don't remember where it is. It's over here somewhere, I believe. Hey, Sag, how's it going? Here it is. I didn't know where it was. Okay. So I don't know if it's been done on this quest. No, it hasn't been.
Ghost just wandering around my inn like it owned the place.
Rest assured, your concern is heard. We will do what duty allows, but know that our case servants are few, and our burdens many.
Well, if you say so.
Okay, so this is something we added as well.
That makes 11 pleas in but a few short days. Each has spoken of restless spirits causing harm and concern. Yet the faithful are too few, and our strength does not stretch so far. Arcane knows we would aid them all, if only we could. I do not know the reason, but as of late there has been a troubling rise in hauntings. Angry spirits walking the land and lashing out at the living. Many know not where to seek aid when such things occur, and so they bring their fears and concerns to the faithful. Forgive my discourtesy. I'm a priest of Archay, the divine who watches over life's passing and the proper burial of the dead. Truly? Then the bringer of light smiles upon us today. Your aid would be most welcome.
Oh, I saw a typo.
The faithful
It said must
serve where
welcome.
we are able.
We gotta
but
fix it.
Our numbers are thin, and for many of us, battle is not our calling. These restless spirits, they can be dangerously violent, you see. I speak from painful experience. If you're willing, we would ask that you investigate these hauntings and deal with the restless dead. We can provide locations for you. There is a place we were told of only recently. Here, I will mark it for you on your map. Please, travel there, find this spirit, and lay it to rest. But be warned, by all accounts, this spirit is highly aggressive. I fear force will be necessary. And please accept this, a token of gratitude. It is little enough, but may offer some assistance. May Archay watch over you.
Okay, so this is actually a radiant system, and it's not just one spirit you will find in there. You will find like a dozen things haunted in there. So, and you can actually trigger this quest. If you ask him for another one, he'll give you up to 3 locations at a time. So if you want to power farm ectoplasm, you absolutely can through this. Crazy little fact, that voice actor, that is John St. John. For those of you old school gamers, that is the voice of Duke Nukem. You would not know that at all if I didn't just tell you that, because he can do just normal good voice acting, not just hail to the king, baby. Hey, Babylonia, thank you. Thanks for hanging out with us. All right, so if there's any other last questions or anything I can answer, otherwise, like I said, I'll play through this fully, like getting every little secret and showing you guys all the ins and outs throughout my playthrough. Probably be back to start on that in a couple of weeks, because this coming weekend is the big charity event. So we're gonna make a Fallout 4 mod live. I'd love to have all of you come cheer us on. It's going to be 40 hours of nonstop streaming while we try and build a mod live. And then tomorrow at 4 p.m., Wes Johnson, Jan Johns, and Lear Leary joining us to record their voice files for that mod. And all of this we're doing to raise money for the Alzheimer's Association. We're hoping to get them some funds so they can continue to do their research and hopefully eventually kill this horrible thing, because man, Alzheimer's is terrifying. I cannot imagine a worse fate than losing my memories. It sounds horrible. But yeah, I'll hang out for a couple minutes in case anybody else has any things they want me to show them or talk about, and then I'm gonna crash because it is late. Where did he send us to? Let's see here. Oops. Let's go to journal. Oh, wait a second. Hold on a second. That was the next quest. That was not what we want to do. We want to do this one. Ravenscar Hollow.
You reveal yourself!
Oh, Jesus. Dropped us right on the saber cat. Was not expecting that.
Waste of time.
See, ragdolling is best. Best mechanic in creation games. So yeah, if we come in here, we should start to see haunted items about. Or haunted enemies even. You can also end up with enemies that are haunted, and then after you kill them, the spirit will come loose. There's another element you'll learn doing the quests or the spirit guide of other. Oh, these are both. There we go. One of them came loose. Ah, no, it's attacking the hag raven. Fantastic. Yes, it's her fault. Killed the Hag Raven. Look at this Spirit Bunny army she's got going on here. Oh, one of them didn't get its spirit effect. It actually may have. There's a funny issue with Skyrim when you apply the ghost effects to thing. If they get any other effect, like a magic effect on them or anything, it overrides it. Right. But anyway, I was saying before is you'll learn an ability that allows you to capture more ectoplasm from an individual ghost. So if you combine those two things, the hauntings here and that, you can get quite a lot of ectoplasm quite quickly. So another one. Oh, everybody is possessed in here. Take out the possessed hag regiments. Go, more killer bunnies. Go. Woo. Oh, there's somebody in the... Oh, the cage is possessed. Fantastic. I think you should stay in that cage, buddy. It's haunted. He's trying not to die to the exploding orbs. Where is this plunderer at? Oh, it's this guy in the cage. He's mad now because we hit him with all the explosions. Pop this. Oh, I got one shot by the two-hander. All right, there you go, guys. So that there's our little preview for the night. Thank you guys for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow to do some voice actor recording, and hopefully we can raise a bunch of money for the Alzheimer's Association.